Hi, this is Joe Specter, President and General Director of Arizona Opera, reaching out to you with another weekly video postcard. We've been doing these the past 4 or 5 weeks as a small way of just staying in touch with you, our Arizona Opera family. We hope you're getting some value out of them. Arizona Opera, even though we're not in season now, we continue to work very, very hard on behalf of you, our community, and we just want you to know that we can't wait to be back together with you soon in the weeks and months to come. And this is just a small way for us to stay connected to you in the meantime. So I wanted to start out with this postcard with a shout out to Kathleen Trott. She is the manager of the Marleau Allen and Scott Stallard costume shop. She and her team have been creating mask covers. These are 2-layer cotton mask covers that go over the N95 masks that you hear so much about as essential needed materials for our frontline medical care workers. Kathleen and the team have created 250 of these 2-layer cotton mask covers to date, which extend the lives of those masks, again, for our frontline workers. And those masks have gone not just into Phoenix medical care workers, but also to workers in Austin, New York City, Reno, and Santa Barbara. So that is just really amazing stuff that Kathleen and her team are doing in the off season. And so we want to say thank you to them first and foremost. On a similar note, we wanted to say thanks to Kevin Maskell, who is one of those essential folks on the front line helping to fight this illness on behalf of all of us. Kevin worked with our costume shop team in order to secure masks so that he could do the work that he is doing in support of fighting this terrible virus. So shout out to Kevin, a wonderful Bravo supporter of the company, and we really appreciate you giving us the shout out on social media as well. We've been talking a little bit about our NextGen programs in the last couple videos, just shining a big light on all the work that Arizona Opera does in the community and with regard to our K through 12 education. It's so wonderful to be part of an opera company, to serve an opera company that believes so wholeheartedly in the value of providing arts in the schools and also to adults across the community. Our Arlen M. Brewster Opportunity Program, as I think I mentioned last week, reaches almost 50,000 kids in schools each year. And our other education and community engagement programs, including our student night, our book club, a number of lecture series, reach an additional 20,000 each year. So a total of about 70,000 served through these wonderful programs. And I just want to give a shout out to Cassie Roble and to Kyle Homewood, our Director of Education and our Director of Community Engagement and Special Programs, who do all the work in terms of organizing and leading these programs. So thank you to Kyle and Cassie. And I wanted to say thank you to some of our supporters of these programs without which we couldn't accomplish them. So this is sort of like a moment of gratitude. Maybe we'll make this a thing every Monday. And in fact, we just couldn't do anything that we do without an incredible amount of community support. So believe me, there are more to add to this list, but I just wanted to give a shout out to a few folks that are supporting these vital programs for the company. Under our NextGen programs, those are all of the programs, our K through 12 education programs, our community engagement programs, the Marion Roos Pullen Opera Studio. I think I already mentioned the Arlen M. Brewster Opportunity Program, and our Production Apprentice Program. I wanted to say thanks to Karen Fruin, Roma Witkoff, Jeanette Siegel, APS, and HBI International, who helped to fund all of those programs. Thank you for your leadership support. I wanted to give a shout out to Dr. Paul Simchich and to Billy Joe and Judd Herberger for helping to support our production apprentice program. Dr. Paul, you've been standing by this program since its beginning, and we thank you so much for continuing to believe in it and continuing to support it. And of course, Billy Joe and Judd Herberger have been such wonderful champions of this company over these past years, and we're grateful to you as well, and we miss you very much. Our Marion Roos Pullen Arizona Opera Studio, now I would say one of the premier training programs for singers who are bridging between being students and entering a full-time professional career. I want to give a shout out to some of these program sponsors. Of course, Marion Roos Pullen herself, who stood by this program more than 10 years ago when it was first getting started and said that she believed in the value of this work. Tom and Ginger Collier, Norm C. and Donna L. Harbert, and Peter and Lee Larson. I want to give a special shout out to all of you for your leadership support of these programs. This is not an exhaustive list. We're going to thank more people next week, but just these folks for today. And in support of our education programs, especially our Arlen M. Brewster Opportunity Program and our Student Nights at the Opera, which are our free dress rehearsal performances for students, I wanted to say thank you to the Kemper and Ethel Marley Foundation, Wells Fargo, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona, and the Invest in Kids Charitable Gift Fund for your support of these vital programs. So that's all we got for today. Stay tuned. We're going to share more in the weeks to come. If there's something in particular you want to hear us talk about, something you want to know about, please feel free to post your questions in the comments, and we'll do our best to include those in the weeks going forward. Thinking of you all, we hope you have a beautiful week, and can't wait to be back together again with you soon.